Hello and welcome to the 2024 North Carolina Audio Play Festival, presented by Cary Playwrights Forum and Creative Greensboro. I'm this year's organizer, Jay Zeta. This is our 5th annual festival, and this year's theme is Welcome to Blank. Last year we focused on audio plays that would be very difficult or impossible to stage with live actors, due to the practical limitations of live theater. When staging new plays, creative teams are often challenged to transport the audience to multiple locales using only one stage. The audio play format doesn't bind the story to any one place, which allows the playwright to take their audience wherever they can imagine. This year we're debuting 7 new plays by local North Carolina playwrights that involve a change of setting. These stories send their characters to a new or different place, or return them to a familiar place that isn't familiar anymore. We begin our journey into new territory with 2 surreal comedies in Episode 1, Welcome to Wackytown. Later on, we'll go on a life-changing trip to the Renaissance Festival in LOVES CHACHI. But first up is Unincorporated, a story that takes place in a very unusual factory. Let's clock in for our first shift at Unincorporated.
Hello? I saw your help wanted sign in the window.
Oh, looking for a job?
Well, duh.
Mind me asking why?
Just broke up with my wife and was told to hit the road. Sure never thought that the road would lead to Saxapahaw?
Hometown of the Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher Whammy Douglas.
Okay. Do you have a full-time opening?
Expect to be here long?
I'll stay in the job if I'm getting along.
Why should I expect you to get along better here than you did with your wife?
I wasn't causing issues. Catherine went straight for my fault, said I had no ambition and a short attention span, and I make rash decisions.
Not a glowing job referral.
But you wouldn't hear that from my past employers. They'd call me dedicated. All 6 of them from the last 2 years.
You're not helping yourself.
Please. Just temporary, until I get back on my feet. Until Catherine cools down and takes me back.
A lucky break for you. We're short-handed this month. Repair jobs are piling up.
Auto repair? I trained 3 weeks as a mechanic.
2 shops handle mechanical repairs, but those aren't for temporary employees. Follow me onto the factory floor.
It's like Willy Wonka land. What goes on in this place?
We undamage and unmake objects, like an unmade bed.
I don't follow.
All right. Suppose one evening you cooked more spaghetti than you could eat.
Catherine was a great cook.
You'd save money if those extra portions had been uncooked. We're the company that makes possible that uncookedness.
Too much effort to drive spaghetti all the way to Saxapahaw?
Might also be a lot of food to waste. A core mission here at Unincorporated is to empower a more sustainable society.
As a new hire, I'll never question your core mission, no matter how backwards it sounds.
Meet Gene here. Been with us 7 years and specializes in uncut movies. Not splicing, actually, but uncutting them.
Pleasure to meet you. People always are confused when I talk about uncutting movies. We know that directors probably had 20% more film footage before editors chopped it. I fill in that extra 20%.
Based on what storyline?
My imagination.
You can't get it back to the original.
Usually, my cut's better. I feature implausible plot twists.
Jean's a wizard at her trade and runs the entire blade shop. Her staff do most of our uncutting, unsawing, and unmowing.
Why would someone unmow?
An unmowed field is the best place to harvest wildflowers. Over here, Suzette specializes in kitchen challenges.
Bonjour.
You're the one who uncooks pasta.
Not very frequently. There's much to do in our kitchen shop. Unmixing ingredients often takes hours. Not so simple as uncracking an egg.
Uncracking must be messy.
First, we master unspilling to avoid messes. The secret is uncracking just enough to leave an egg, but not uncracking so much as to petrify stone. After years of training, I can now even unbake.
How's someone unbake?
When first learning, I'd begin with a half-baked idea. After I return that half-baked idea to an unbaked state, I must just double the recipe.
There's a yeasty aroma leaving my nose.
Oh, you smell my pretzels in the oven. I'll untwist them later.
This place is wackadoodle.
Relax. We'll start you on something easy.
The sign over this door reads Undead Shop.
That's old signage. The zombies were cleared out years ago.
The room's stench will make me retch.
We serve an animal rights group during hunting season. The group delivers carcasses from hunters who shot more than their permit allows.
That's a stinking pile of dead animals.
Not dead animals, shot animals. All you have to do is unshoot the game and set them free.
How?
With this nugtos. That's shotgun spelled backwards. Pull the trigger, aim, and unload the ammunition. Simple as all that.
Like this?
Like falling off a log. Just be sure you release any restored animals through that exit door.
This is fun. What the?
You never know what creatures those animal rights flakes will try to save.
Wish I had tried to save my marriage.
Still broken up about that? I was sure the nugtos would distract you.
It's only been 32 hours and 25 minutes.
Kitchen shop Suzette usually makes people forget their troubles. To unremember. We think it's an ingredient in her dough.
Suzette uncracks eggs. Can she also unbreak things?
Unbreaking is tougher than unbaking, unmowing, or unsawing. Why do you ask?
I want to unbreak up with Catherine.
You think we have a device that can unrift your past?
I've seen a lot of weird devices.
They're not for relationships, they're for practical purposes.
But such a contraption exists.
Give yourself a few days. Feel what it's like to be single again.
You're ducking the question, or dodging the answer.
We have an unbreaker, but it's just an early prototype. Don't get many calls to use it. It's temperamental and designed only for solid objects. And the volume dial is rusted.
Bet you have an unruster to fix that dial.
We never repair the unmachines. The repair jobs come out backwards.
Then I'll gamble on the rusted dial.
In your best interest...
I'll look out for my best interest. I'm not a child. Catherine had no faith in me. I'll prove myself. I'll find that unbreaker myself while you wrestle with a moose. Looks like a room for storing mothballed equipment. Bet that machine's around here. Bingo!
I see you found the unbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell the dial was still stuck on high.
Mm-hmm. Catherine and I are now joined at the hip.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't look one bit happy.
Mm-mm.
I dare you. Tell me again how you never make rash decisions.
That was Unincorporated, written by Ken Walsh, directed, sound designed, and edited by Tom Haynes, and featuring the voice talents of Kurt Benrud as Hank, Jacob Berger as Cam, and Katie Bolaños as Jean, Suzette, and Catherine. All sound effects were either taken from freesound.org and used under Creative Commons license, or created by Christian O'Neill and used with permission. Those of us who've been to a Renaissance festival know that it's a place to expect the unexpected. Our next story takes that to a whole new level. Come along and discover why nobody loves Chachi.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the King.
I'm soaked. That rain came out of nowhere. Nothing like a Renaissance festival on a 90-degree day. This whole place reeks of beer, turkey legs, and horse manure. And now it reeks of hot, wet, drunken horse manure. What is this place? Esmeralda's Occult Emporium. Quaint. Oh, look, a bell. Ooh, tinkly.
Hello.
Whoa, I didn't see anybody, so I rang the bell. Did I just help an angel get his wings?
Clever. I thought you might just be a pretty face. Are you interested in buying anything, or are you just getting out of the rain?
Just getting out of the rain.
I'm Esmeralda.
I saw the sign. Bewitching name.
And you are?
Intrigued with the occult.
Okay. What intrigues you? Evil eye ring? Book of spells? Oh, I know what you need. A love potion. Something to spice things up with the wife at home.
Ha ha! Not married.
With the girlfriend, then?
No girlfriend.
Boyfriend?
Boyfriend? I like the ladies, but I'm not interested in any romantic entanglement.
Entanglement? Oh, no. You mustn't talk like that. Love, attachment to another, is one of the most joyous, fulfilling aspects of life.
Not for me, sister.
You just haven't met the right woman yet. Here, if you're single, you definitely need one of these attraction amulets. Wear this around your neck, and you'll have the ladies swarming like bees.
It says made in China. The only people this thing attracts is suckers. Don't you have any actual occult items from the realm of the dark arts? I mean, I had a set of these clacking teeth when I was 12.
It's a Renaissance festival. It's pretend.
Aren't you a witch?
No, I'm a capitalist. I spent 30 years as a public school teacher. My measly pension barely covers my mortgage. You got a problem with people making money?
Not at all. Look, maybe we can strike a deal. See, with the Bram Stoker weather and the medieval aroma, I'm in the mood for some authentic, bone-chilling, dark arts tchotchkes, and I'll pay top dollar.
Nobody really wants that stuff. Not really.
Oh, I do. I really do.
Are you sure? I mean, really sure?
Oh, yeah.
Because I have something. Previous owner left it behind when I bought the shop. Freaks me out so much I keep it locked up. I tried to toss it out, but it kept showing up back here.
What is it?
This is going to sound funny. It's not so much of a tchotchke as a chachi. Do you remember that old TV show, Joni Loves Chachi?
Yeah, it was awful. Got news for you, Esmeralda. Nobody loves Chachi.
Well, I have this doll from the TV show. It's a doll of Chachi.
You think that's bone-chilling?
That's not the bone-chilling part. It's possessed, and it does things.
What does it do?
Hard to describe. I guess you could call it a metaphysical stain remover.
What? Like Windex for ectoplasm? Get rid of that ghost slime with Spirit Slime-Off. That's hilarious, but not bone-chilling.
I'm pretty sure you won't be laughing.
What exactly is a metaphysical stain remover?
It removes your greatest regret.
I don't have any regret.
You say that now, but it can read you and it will know what you regret most.
And then what? It tells me how I should be grateful some heartbreaking thing happened and then magically my regret disappears?
No, it actually changes your past.
Whoa. Okay, you sold me. Bring it out. Show me the metaphysical stain remover.
I know it's here. Unless it got up and walked away, which is entirely possible. Oh, here it is. Now, this table will do fine.
Oh my God! It's a Chachi doll! It's a tiny Scott Baio.
But not an ordinary Chachi doll. Someone put a curse on it.
Pretty sure someone put a curse on the real Scott Baio, too.
This doll can determine your greatest regret and undo the cause. All the doll requires is a gold coin. I have the coins, but they cost $20. No refund, as you must place the coin in the doll's mouth, and I've never been able to retrieve them.
This thing can change the past for only $20? You're either a fool sitting on a gold mine or you're a liar. Here's your 20. Now give me a coin.
Here, now place the coin in the doll's mouth.
Okay. That's it? Nothing happened. What's the matter, Chachi? You still whipped by Joni? Oh, that's a cool trick. It's standing up. Now it's waving its arms. I gotta say, that is pretty creepy. How are you doing that?
I'm not doing anything.
You got a partner? Is it radio controlled?
No one controls me.
Hard to find work after that awful TV show of yours failed so miserably.
Guess what, bonehead? I got a new show. Welcome to your life, loser. Let's look at all your choices and see what led to your greatest regret.
No regrets here, Chachi.
You cashed in your 401k. You could have retired a decade ago. Can't believe that doesn't keep you up at night.
How do you... Aha! Nice try. Lots of people cash in their 401ks. You don't scare me, Chuckles.
You hide your bitterness with bravado, Mr. Dick.
Whoa. How do you know my name? Did you tell it my name?
You never told me your name.
You, Dick, are heavy with regrets.
I don't have any regrets.
Not many, but the few you have weigh heavily on your soul.
Nothing keeps me up at night, G.I. jerk. I sleep like a baby.
Liar. I can read you like a Dick and Jane book.
Is it on strings? Is it a marionette?
Such a deep-seated regret. It goes to your core. It has affected your emotional growth. You are severely stunted.
Look who's talking, Shorty.
I can only erase one mistake, only change one moment. So, I must choose wisely.
Hey, it's my 20. I should be the one.
No, that was not the bargain. The one who seeks help does not determine in what form help arrives. The Chachi decides.
I changed my mind, lady. You can keep the 20.
Stop. Say her name.
Who?
The woman you are thinking of. She is in your mind now.
I'm not thinking. Sharon. What the?
Sharon, put up with a lot from you. Like the time you made out with her best friend.
Hey!
Ooh, I hit a nerve. Oh, you and Sharon were engaged.
How do you know this?
Oh, but she broke it off. Tell us why.
I'm not going to.
Speak it.
She wanted children. How are you doing this?
How did you respond? I must drain the wound. Drain. Drain.
I said I didn't want children.
But you did. You wanted children.
No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I wanted children, but I was afraid. Afraid I would be a horrible father.
That's not all. What else did you fear?
Afraid I would have to grow up.
And so she left. And you have not grown up. Oh, it haunts you, doesn't it? Tell us how it haunts you.
You can't make me.
Wrong, loser.
I see parents with young children, and it's like a punch to the gut. And I see our child in my dreams, what they would have looked like, what they would have sounded like, and I wake up empty.
You paid to have your biggest regret removed. Welcome to your new life.
I was a fool, and now I'm a man, baby. Please help me.
I can't work miracles. So long, sucker.
Oops. When Chachi collapses lifeless like that, it means your session is over.
How could you do that to me?
I warned you.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Up to you.
You said it would erase my past mistakes. Nothing has changed except you opened up a wound in my soul.
Nothing? Are you sure?
Dick?
Sharon? Sharon? Is it really you?
Is it really right, Dick? Where have you been? I have been looking for you for an hour.
You?
And the kids are all soaked and hungry. 2 of them decided to play in horse manure.
2 kids? How many?
Kids, I found your dad. We'll talk about this later.
Daddy, the jester gave me a bag of horsey manure.
Dad, Mom says your parents must have been fortune tellers because they named you Dick. Were they really fortune tellers?
Mom's cheesed at you, Dad. She said you're sleeping in the garage.
Little Dickie has a poopy diaper, and he had a blowout. Smell my hands. Oh, and I got some cotton candy, too. Want some?
Esmeralda! Help me, Esmeralda! Get me back! Please, Chachi! I want to be single again! I want to be single, Chachi! Help me be single!
That was Nobody Loves Chachi, written by Peter Keith Turner. Directed, sound designed, and edited by Mike Brannon, and featuring the voice talents of Steve Gabe as Dick, Shelley Stolaroff-Segal as Esmeralda, Susan Hager as the Doll, Amelia Lumpkin as Sharon, and featuring Welder Kutzer Sierra as Tommy, Mariana Hager as Zuzu, Gio last name as Pete, and Luna Festa as Jamie. Sound effects were taken from freesound.org and are used under Creative Commons license. Original recordings by Joshua Brannon and Liz Howard are used with permission. That brings us to the end of our first episode of the 2024 North Carolina Audio Play Festival. Stay tuned next week for Episode 2, Welcome to Fantasyland, featuring a trio of fantastical stories, Winter Wonderland by Tamara Kassane, Pitching Digby by Teddy Durkin, and Bibbidi Bobbidi Bootcamp by Clint Festa. This recording is a co-production of the Cary Playwrights Forum and Creative Greensboro as part of the 2024 North Carolina Audio Play Festival. Theme music by Jason Porter. For more audio plays, visit the Cary Playwrights Forum website and find the past productions link in the About CPF menu. I'm Jay Zeta. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week.